thank you so much to those of you who were able to join me today. Um, as always, please make your way onto your back, making sure that you have your blankets, if you have a bolster, if you'd like a strap, everything and anything. Make sure you're warm. I can't emphasize that enough. Some of you might run hot, but if you're like me and you run cold, it's really hard to stay in the moment when your body's really cold. So the hotel room I'm in right now, I have it absolutely hot boxed in here so that I'm nice and cozy and warm. So yeah, I hope you can find yourself in a nice warm area or just outfit as well. And once you make your way onto your back, just take your arms out to the sides, allow your feet to fall apart from each other. And I want you to just close your eyes. Start to let go of this day and come into this moment. I would invite you to take in some nice, big, slow, deep breaths. And just let them out your mouth. You take in as many deep breaths as you need. And as you breathe, I would also encourage you maybe to see if you can make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales right now. Our exhales are such a relaxing breath. So let each exhale soften you and relax you just a little deeper. As we just start to let go of whatever tension we may be holding on to from the day. Just little by little letting go, releasing, if only for a moment or two, allowing some lightness within. It take a few moments to just check in with you. As you pause in the middle of your day to just see and ask yourself, how am I today? How do I feel? In a deep cleansing breath with me. Part your lips, let the air out. Slow everything down. There's nothing else in this moment that needs to be done. If you follow me on social media at all, you will have maybe seen my latest post that I shared. And I'll just speak to that a little bit more before we get started. And that was simply that, if I'm being honest, the last few days for me have felt kind of heavy and uncomfortable. And I think a lot of us have gone through periods of that over this last year. And so all I encourage you to do, if you're in a space like I find myself right now, and you feel like there's so much that you don't have control of, I would invite you to take back control of what you do have control over. And that's you. That's your choices. That's how you respond. It's easy to get caught up in the fear. And it's easy to make choices that align with fear. But it's a choice. And today, as we set our intention and I'll repeat my own intention and share it with you, is simply to choose love as many times as we need to. So maybe take a few moments, if it feels right for you, maybe take a palm, place it over your heart, and take the other and place it over your belly, and just repeat that to yourself. May I choose love. Repeat that over and over. May I choose love. Okay, slowly take in a couple more deep breaths right where you are. Fill the belly and then just release. And gradually just come back to your natural breath. Feel it move through you. See if you can allow some gratitude for that simple life force. See if that gratitude can replace any heaviness that might be existing within you right now. Okay, and when you're ready, I'm going to invite you to reach your arms up overhead and just relax them behind you. You can keep your knees bent or straighten them out for a full body stretch. Okay, when you are ready, you're going to wrap your hands around your right knee, drawing it in towards your chest. If you need to have a slight bend in the left knee, feel free. Just going to pause here. This next hour is a time to slow down. We don't need to rush these movements or stretches. We don't need to rush the breath. We have permission to just slow down and find stillness while breathing a little deeper. When you're ready, slowly use your left hand to draw the knee across your body. Okay, you can pull it just until you feel a stretch in the outer hip, maybe going a little further, finding a gentle twist in the spine. Option to take your gaze over the right shoulder here. I always like to include some form of gentle twist in my practice. It's good for digestion. It's good for so much in the body as long as we are mindful with how deep we take it. Okay, and the beauty of holding these stretches a little longer is that we can ease into it. We have time to do that. So try to allow that gentle easing as you deepen into the stretch, moment by moment, breath by breath. Okay, together we're going to take one more inhale. And on your exhale, slowly draw the knee back through center. Pause here. Then I want you to open up into a reclined tree pose, bringing the sole of your foot to the inside of the left leg. Could be on the knee or the calf, maybe a little higher up towards your groin. Wherever you can allow that right knee to drop open and have it feel okay. Then with your arms, take whatever type of branches you'd like. Finding ease, but strength as well. Can you imagine that your left foot is rooted into the earth? Just bring a little life into that foot as you flex it. Again, ease with strength. When you're ready, guide your right hand down to the outer edge of the right thigh or knee, and we're just going to gently guide that knee back towards center. You're just going to gently, one more time, come into that twist. Okay, we'll just be here for a couple breaths, noticing this time if as you pull into it, it feels a little more available than the first time when you started. Okay, come back through center. You're going to reach the foot up towards the ceiling. You can take your hands behind the thigh. If it's available, maybe the calf, maybe you can reach for the toe. And if this is a far stretch, you can also step the left foot down onto the mat.
Breaking the habit, you're watching me sleep. Oh, give me some time, let me learn.
Maybe explore a little with that right foot, creating circles or figure eights, whatever feels good. Maybe just flexing and pointing, or maybe just continuing to find stillness.
Trying to decide if I'll bother with you, so feed me your wisdom and breathe me your truth. I'm amazing. Wish me a wonder, wish me to sleep.
Okay, I want you to release with your hands, extend the heel up, and then slowly lower the right leg all the way down. Take your time. And as the leg finally comes to rest, we'll draw the left knee into the chest. Just breathe here.
First of a thousand, you're right on the wall. It's only beginning, swallowing us. Somebody said it's unspeakable love, it's amazing. You lift that burden off of me.
When you're ready, guide the knee towards the right. into your gentle twist. Again, just allowing yourself to ease into it the longer we spend here. Maybe taking the gaze over the left shoulder. And as we hold these poses, just remembering that at any point you can back off a little or come out and then join us back in when you're ready. I'm here to guide and give suggestions, but this is always your practice. Our main hope is to just honor our bodies, what we're bringing to the mat today.
My heart's been far from you, 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I want to come near and give you every part of me, but there's blood on my hands, and my lips are unclean. In my darkness I remember Mama's words reoccur to me. Surrender to the good Lord, and to wipe your slate clean. Take me to your river, I wanna go.
Okay, take a deep inhale here. On your exhale, come back through center.
Take me to your river.
Pause to reset for just a moment.
I wanna know.
Okay, then we're gonna guide the knee towards the left. Again, coming into your tree pose. Sole of the foot to the inside of the upper part or lower part of your leg. Take your arms wherever feels good for you right now.
Oh, I wanna come here and give.
Bringing a little life into the right foot this time as you imagine that you were rooted into the earth.
And my lips are unclean. Take me to your river, I wanna go. Oh, take me to your river, I wanna know. I wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Wanna go, wanna go, wanna go. Wanna know, wanna know, wanna know. Wanna go, wanna go, wanna go.
Okay, when you're ready, take the left hand down to the edge of your thigh or knee. Just gently come back through center, pulling one more time into your mindful twist.
Take me to your river, I wanna go. Lord, please let me know. Take me to your river, I wanna know.
Okay, when you're ready, coming back through center, and we'll extend the foot up towards the ceiling. And again, to give yourself a little more availability, maybe step the right foot onto the mat. Exploring with the left foot here, however feels good. Lengthening the spine, shoulders away from the ears.
changing. Oh, the better this time. I'll do better this time. So I'll do better this time. You know the grasshopper plays his fiddle while all the ants get ready for the end times. When the winter finally came, we were outside looking in on the
Okay, when you're ready, we're going to slowly start to lower this left leg all the way down. Okay, we're going to take one more full body stretch here, extending the legs, reaching the arms up overhead. When you're ready, set your feet down, roll onto one side, and gently press yourself up. We're just going to come into a comfortable seat here. However that looks for you, whether your legs are extended or you're cross-legged with me. If you've propped up on some supports, I want you to bring the palms to the knees. You're going to reach the heart forward. And on your exhale, round the back. Tuck the chin like a seated cat-cow. Okay, inhale, reach. Exhale to round. Okay, the next time that you come forward, I want you to pause here. Then we're going to shift the ribs towards the left. Okay, then round it out. Shift towards the right. Then back up, heart reaching forward. Start to kind of create those movements a little more fluidly. Hips kind of stay rooted, but your torso and your ribs circle around. And there is no rush here. The next time that you come back through center, you're going to pause. And then switch direction. Go slow for the first round, shifting towards the right. Then around the back. To the left. Start to make it a little more fluid. Nice deep breaths here. Okay, come through center. We're going to inhale here to reach up. Draw the palms together at the top. On your exhale, hands through heart center. Pause. When you're ready, inhale to reach up. And on your exhale, open it up. Take your fingertips, place them onto your mat, and then just lift your chest, open it up.
Well, I won't back down. No, I won't.
Okay, again, we're going to inhale here, reach up, palms touch at the top.
You could stand me.
Exhale, hands through heart center. One more time, reach up.
Won't back down.
This time, as you open it up, bring the fingertips back to the mat, or if it's available, this time interlace the fingers behind your back and reach the knuckles away from you.
And I'll keep this world from dragging me down. Gonna stand my ground, and I won't back down.
As you release, I'm going to just walk the hands forward, come into a forward fold here.
There ain't no easy way out. Hey, babe, I will stand my ground, and I won't
Just remembering that your forward fold might just be an inch or two. It might just be dropping your chin. That's okay. Stay where you are, where you feel the stretch. Okay, adjust wherever you need to.
In a world that keeps on pushing me around, but I stand my ground, and I won't back down. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, baby, and I won't back down. I will stand my ground.
Okay, nice and slow, uncurl. Wherever you find yourself, we're going to extend both feet out. Start by having a nice bend in the knees. Okay, just wrap yourself up here and just sink into it. Okay, you might slide forward a little more, straightening the legs, or you might keep a nice deep bend here, whatever feels good. We're just looking for that stretch along the entire backside of the body. If it's available to you, you can even let your head drop down. If you find your mind is really busy today, just gently guide it back to this moment as you relish in this taking care of your body by slowing down and stretching and just breathing. Breathing comes very natural to us, and we're often just on autopilot with it, not having any control over it. So it's nice to slow down sometimes. Bring the breath out of the chest, out of the upper part of our torso, and draw it deeper into our bellies. Okay, slowly uncurl here. Leave your legs straight in front of you, or again, keep a nice deep bend, whatever suits you better. Or you're going to cross the right hand over towards the left knee or calf, maybe ankle, and you're just going to gently open the chest towards the left. Okay, you can take your left hand to your hip. If it's available to you, you might want to reach it out behind you. As we come through center, we're going to take a deep inhale, reach both arms out, sit up nice and tall. And then on your next exhale, we're going to cross the left arm across. Again, your thigh, your knee, maybe your ankle. And just open the chest. Where can you release any tension, maybe in your neck, in your forehead, in your eyes, in your jaw? Can you just smile right now? You feel grateful for an able body to show up today. Come back through center again. Take a deep inhale here. Reach the arms out and take them up. Palms again come together and then draw them through heart center. You know, we're going to come back to that comfortable seat. So this might have been where you stayed. You might have joined me with crossed legs. If you did, bring the opposite foot in front. This is probably going to be the foot that normally you don't put there. Okay, so bring that foot in front. Just bring your palms to your knees, and I want you to just explore with the shoulders. in any which way that feels good. Maybe rolling one at a time, maybe rolling both at the same time. I want you to just close your eyes and check in here. Where are you tight? Where are you holding tension? And then when you're ready, let the shoulders just drop away from the ears. And then we're going to just explore with the head, maybe just tilting it gently towards the right. And then the left. Maybe you want to gently look over each shoulder. Again, gently being the key word here. No strain needs to be put on the neck. Maybe you want to roll the head around. Again, close your eyes, go inward here. What feels good right now? Just do that. As long as you are honoring your body, what it needs or wants, there is no right or wrong way. Okay, bring your head back through center. Gonna inhale here, reach the arms up. And this time, as you exhale, open up into your cactus arms. Shoulders are dropped. Elbows level with the shoulders. When you're ready, you're gonna draw the forearms towards each other. And then open it back up. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms up. And as you exhale, place the fingertips back on the mat. Take a breath. Do that again, reaching up. Touch the palms and then open it up into your cactus arms. This time as you draw the forearms together, draw the right one beneath the left, come into your eagle arms. Maybe the backs of the hands together, maybe your palms. You just want to feel the shoulder blades pull apart from each other. Lift the elbows so they're level with the shoulders. Just breathe into it. As you release, take the right arm, reach it up, left hand plants, and then gently lean over. Okay, press yourself back up. Place both fingertips back on the mat. Just feel the effects of that stretch for a moment. You are ready, inhale, reach up. As you exhale, open it back up. Cactus arms, and then the left one's gonna drop underneath. Come into your eagle arms. Again, lift the elbows so they're level with the shoulders, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. And just breathe. as you unwind, take that left arm, reach it up, then gently lean over to the right. As you come back up through center, you're just going to walk the fingertips forward again, coming into a gentle forward fold. And again, as long as you feel a stretch here, it does not matter in the slightest how far you've folded. And if your knees need a little break, just extend the legs. Okay, remind yourself as many times as you need to choose love for your body, what it needs. Okay, one vertebrae at a time, just uncurling. Again, we're going to bring the knees up together, keeping a nice bend, wrapping yourself up, maybe straightening a little. Come back into that forward fold. Okay, this time as you uncurl, I want you to draw the right knee in towards the chest. And we're just going to step it over the left leg. Okay, sitting up nice and tall, pause where you are. If you'd like to, option to set the right hand down and just find a gentle twist. Come back through center.
I walk to the river, waiting to hear.
Okay, uncrossing that foot, extend the right leg. And we'll draw the left knee in. Crossing it over, pause here for a moment or two. Trying to lengthen the spine, shoulders away from the ears. Relax the space between your eyebrows. You know what makes it really easy to do that? It's just a smile. When we smile, you can't really be frowning at the same time. Maybe find that gentle twist by placing the left fingertips down.
I come to the river, heavy and tired to the bone. I lay down beside her, grave as a slowly sinking stone.
back through center. I'm gonna give you a couple options here for one more hip stretch. So you can cross the foot just over the right knee here. Take the fingertips behind you and just come into a figure 4 seated hip stretch. And kind of roll from side to side. Okay, if this is good, stay as you are. The second option would be to come into a pigeon pose. Okay, so you can come into it from hands and knees, and you're just going to bring the foot kind of across, keeping the hips as square as you can. Okay, so this one, some of you might look at this and go, absolutely not, that's not happening today. Some of you are familiar with this and you know it feels good. So you might ease your way into this one with me. But again, as we hold this stretch, I'm going to invite you to gently come into your deepest part of this pose. You're trying to avoid going there first thing. You have the time right now.
Oh, why you look so sad? Tears are in your eyes. Come on and come to me now. Don't be ashamed to cry. Let me see you through. 'Cause I've seen the dark side too. When the night falls on you, you don't know what to do. Nothing you confess can make me love you less. I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you.
Okay, we'll be here for just a few more breaths. So if you want to go deeper, go a little deeper. If you want to start to come out, then just start to gradually come out here.
Come on and talk to me now. Hey, why do you get so high? I get angry too. Well, I'm a lot like you. When you're standing at the crossroads, don't know which path to choose.
Press into your palms when you're ready. We're going to roll right onto the left hip. And we're going to extend the legs here. Okay, come into a nice V. Your V can be nice and narrow or a little wider. And I just want you to take your fingertips to the mat and you can kind of walk from side to side. You might keep a nice tall chest. You might round into it. Whatever feels best for you. Might want to find a nice side stretch as you reach each leg. Just go back and forth at your own pace. There's one side that feels a little tighter, maybe spend a little bit of time there.
I'll stand by you. I'll stand by you. Won't let nobody hurt you. I'll stand by you. Take me in until your darkest hour, and I'll never desert you. I'll stand by you.
Take one more big breath in here. When you're ready, you're going to slowly uncurl. We're going to come into that hip stretch with the right leg, okay? So again, you can come into your seated figure 4. Stay as you are, sitting up nice and tall. Or you can come into that pigeon with the right foot forward this time. And again, we're gonna hold here for about a minute or so, so let yourself ease into it naturally. You're all muted, so if you want to sing, you want to sway a little, please feel free. While you hold here, you can close your eyes and start to think about what other stretch you might need today. Because when we finish this up, the rest of this song is all yours to finish up the movement part of your practice today. Stay here with me a little longer though, so we find that balance of the right and left side.
Everybody here is out of sight. They don't bark and they don't bite. They keep things loose, they keep it tight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Okay. Again, 3 more breaths here. So start to come out if you need to, or use this time to sink a little deeper.
We like a fun, we never fight. We can dance and stay outside. It's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
Palms press into your mat. Come on to that left hip. Use these last couple of minutes here to finish up. And whatever else you need, this is your time. Maybe that's just a dance.
We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright. It's supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine and natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
I want you to take another minute or so here to finish up. There is no rush. Okay, so make sure you get to each part of your body that needs a little extra love today. Make sure that if you did a stretch on one side of the body, that you do the same thing on the other side. Taking a few more moments here. If there are a few of you who are ready, you can feel free to start to make your way into your stillness, wherever that's going to be for you today, whether that's seated or lying on your back. And the goal is to be able to just maintain this stillness with as much ease as possible. So if you're joining me seated today, you're definitely invited to lift the hips up on some cushions. It helps our core to soften so we're not kind of holding ourselves upright. We can tilt the pelvis a little, gives us a little more ease and relaxation as we just breathe here. Okay, take a couple more deep breaths. If you have a really busy mind, you're always encouraged to place your palms onto your stomach, onto your chest, and allow that sense of touch to ground you and anchor you, keeping you into this moment. This moment where we practice choosing love. Okay, this is where it starts, here in the stillness. And then we carry it off the mat into the next moments that follow. It starts here, the practice starts here. Okay, breathe deep. Smile with gratitude. Just be here with me a little while longer. I don't want you to move just yet. I want you to just simply pay a little more attention to any sensations in your body, to the pulsing of your heartbeat, to the breath as it moves through you. Okay, start to bring gentle movement back to the body, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe inviting in some deeper breaths, and releasing the same. When you're ready, you can roll yourself onto one side. And if you aren't already, you can feel free to join me in a comfortable seated position. And if you would like to, let's take a deep breath in together, taking the arms up for a big stretch, reaching from side to side. And then you can place your palms either back into your lap or bring them through heart center. As you just close your eyes and for a few more moments, repeat our intention together. Just quite simply to choose love. If you would like to turn on your camera or unmute, please feel free. But I just want to say thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. I have so much gratitude for you all because without you, I truly wouldn't be able to share this practice, and it means the world to me. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. Namaste.